What is going on, guys? Welcome to Holodisk, and today we're gonna show you best unique weapons in Fallout 4. The first weapon on our list is the Cryolator, and you can get it by using one of two ways. For the first method, you need to have a bobby pin and the Master Locksmith perk unlocked in order to pick the lock to get the weapon. And the second method, which I recommend, only requires you to have your dog by your side. So to get this weapon, you need to go back to Vault 111 where you first started the game. Once you're inside, head up the stairs and go through the corridor that's located on your left. And once you're inside this room, you will find the gun in the far end. So you can either pick the lock in order to get the weapon, or go to your dog, select fetch, and hit the items option, and the dog will go and get the gun for you. This weapon is quite OP because it can freeze most enemies, but it consumes a lot of cryo cells, so use it sparingly. Our second weapon is the Alien Blaster Pistol. To get this weapon, come to the Arborland station, go straight and run past the crash site and head inside the cave to your left. Once you're inside, go to your left and defeat the alien, and you will get the Alien Blaster Pistol from his corpse. This gun is probably one of the best pistols in the game, with awesome damage and decent fire rate, which scales off of your science perk. For our third weapon, we got the Spray and Pray. You can buy this weapon from a merchant called Cricket, which can be found outside of Vault 81 or roaming around outside of the Diamond City. So if you get to one of these places and she's not there, just go ahead and rest a few times to force her to spawn. And when she spawns, go ahead and talk to her and buy the Spray and Pray gun. This gun is pretty great because it has a unique perk that causes the bullets to explode upon impact. Our next weapon is the Overseer's Guardian. To get this weapon, you need to go inside Vault 81, and once you open the vault hatch, go inside and talk to the Overseer. And once you do that, you'll need to give her 3 fusion cores in order to get inside. Once you do that, go straight through the door, go a little further, and then turn left and enter the elevator. Once you exit the elevator, head right, and then go through the door in the middle. And once you're inside, talk to Alexis Combs and purchase the Overseer's Guardian from her. This gun's got a night vision scope and a unique perk that allows you to fire 2 shots per round. Up next, we got Grognak's axe. And to get this melee weapon, you need to travel to Hubris Comics that is located in the east side of the map. So once you're there, head inside the building, and to your left you will find a glass box. Just pick its lock and you will get the Grognak's axe. This weapon can do a ton of damage and stagger your enemies while causing them to bleed. From there, we will head to the Big John Salvage down south. Once you're there, keep heading south and activate the circuit breaker right here. Once you do that, turn around and then head left, and then jump on top and go inside this blue container. And inside this container you will find a hatch which you're gonna go through. And once you're inside, you will find the railway rifle on the table right here. This is a great weapon with massive damage and incredible range. Our next weapon is the Prototype Up 77. To get this weapon, you need to come to the University Point down south, and once you're there, go inside the building to your left and then turn right. Interact with the terminal and then keep following this path until you reach the second terminal. And once you're inside, open the safe door by picking its lock using the Master Locksmith perk, and once you open it, hit the button to unlock the secret door. And once that happens, head inside and you will find the Prototype Up 77 right here on this table. This weapon has unlimited ammo capacity, which means you don't have to reload your gun no matter how much you use it. Moving on to our next weapon is the Justice Shotgun, which you can get by traveling to the Covenant that is located in the southeast section of the map. Once you're there, head inside the Covenant and go inside the first house you see on the right and talk to Penny. And you can purchase the Justice Shotgun from her and add it to your arsenal. This gun can do decent damage and has a chance to stagger your enemies, which makes it quite useful in combat. Up next, we got a melee weapon called the Shishkebab, and in order to get it, you need to travel to the Saugus Ironworks factory. There are going to be a lot of enemies in this area, so make sure to come prepared. So once you're inside, keep following this path, defeat all the enemies, and head upstairs. Once you're up, keep following the path head through this blue door. And once you're inside, a cutscene might play out, which you can skip by pulling up your Pip-Boy. After that, keep shooting the guy upstairs until he's down. And once he's dead, go up the stairs and pick the Shishkebab from his corpse, which is a pretty cool weapon which can do shock damage to your enemies. Another melee weapon on the list is the Kremvh's tooth, and to get this weapon you need to head over to the Dunwich Borers in the far east side of the map. Once you're there, keep heading straight and go down the stairs. And once you reach the bottom, follow this path and go through this door. Once you're inside, just keep heading straight, and you might get some flashbacks along the way, but just keep ignoring them and head straight until you reach a certain location with a hole filled with water at the center. And then jump inside the water. From here you want to swim all the way to the bottom and then head straight, and you will find the Kremvh's tooth on the table right here. Aside from being a very cool looking weapon, this sword does massive damage by inflicting bleeding and poison to your enemies. Moving on to our next weapon, we have the Gainer, and to get this weapon you want to come to this spot near the Saugus Ironworks factory. Once you're there, head down the stairs and go inside, follow this path and through this door. And once you're inside, you want to put down this code that is written on the wall in order to open the door. And once you're inside, you will get the Gainer, a pistol that can set your enemies on fire. Up next, we have the Fusil Terribles. To get this shotgun, you want to travel to the Libertalia that is located in the far east side of the map. Once you're here, keep heading straight and follow this path. And once you're at the end of the path, jump into the water and climb on top of the sunken ship. And once you reach all the way to the top, go through this door and you will find the shotgun on top of this box, which is a unique version of the combat shotgun. And for our last weapon, we have the Tesla cannon, which you can get by completing the Best of 3 quest or the Echoes of the Past quest, which is automatically triggered if you have the next gen update. So we're gonna go ahead and do the Echoes of the Past quest, which takes us all the way to the Atlantic offices down south. And once you're there, head towards the building, defeat all the enemies, and loot the Tesla cannon from the Enclave soldier. This gun is incredibly powerful, and if you upgrade it, you will be able to chain lightning damage to all nearby enemies. And that's it for today. Thank you all very much for watching our video. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and put some comments down below. And finally, I will see you next time on Hollow Disc.